What is up YouTube, it is Matty and we're going to do a clan war recap on the war before last. Oh, before we do, maybe we could have a quick look at a live attack by Nuke. Spectators are full. Unfortunately not then, so we're going to go straight into a war recap. Hope you're ready for this, and it is Emphatic Elite versus Empire. Now what I will say is that Empire did come at us quite hard. They got quite a lot of 3 stars on our bases, but and they had a lot. We were massively outweighed in terms of Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 10 quantity. So I think they had like 12 Town Hall 10s, and we had 6 or something, or 7. Let's have a look. 5, 6. We had 6. So yeah, they had the double the amount, which obviously gives them double the amount of attacks, which makes it that little bit more awkward. But yeah, we've got some great attacks in. I'm going to show a nice little selection here, so I hope you're going to enjoy. I'm going to start off with number 22, and attacks by Vortex. So let's have a quick look at the base and a quick look at the strategy and how we brought home the 3-star for the clan when it decides to come up. Here we go. Right, so this is the base. You can see the 4 outward compartments. They're pretty obviously going to be Teslas in there. There is a couple of double giant bomb threats as well, and I think they're basically next to each expo. So what he's decided to do is coming through sort of 3 o'clock. Shattered Goho, so the golems are going up front, wizards to help tank. The wizards will go and help take down the defences after, and he's going to, it looks like he's just going to use a jump straight in. He hasn't brought any wall breakers, and he's going to basically go and eliminate a double giant bomb threat, take down the queen, and that's his main target. The two, because he's got 2 golems, it's going to add a little bit of tanking power. Nice wide funnel, so that nothing can sort of deviate, I suppose. And yeah, there you go. The queen, it will move down, but she's going to move back up after. Nice poison and rage to help take down the CC. The queen's going to get into position and take it down quickly as well. So the first part of the raid is as smooth as you can get, really. It's just nice. The queen's now shooting the expo, eliminate the double giant bomb threat there. King's moving north, and then the queen's moving south. Queen moves into the giant bombs, takes down another sky trap en route, and here you can see, look, the actual hog part of the attack starting, where he's dropping them into a small little group. And the reason you do this, you sort of it's not quite surgical, look, it's a staggered drop, so he's just creating that little group and just reinforcing it as it moves around, just so not too many hogs can get hit at once. And then he can keep the group nice and controlled and compact together while he moves through the base. You can see giant down to distract, and extra hogs going in now. The group is starting to dwindle a little bit, but now the second sort of main group have gone in, and he's going to save 4 final hogs for the top Tesla. Quite a few, there was quite a bit of bacon there, as in quite a few of the hogs did die, but because he'd sort of saved some for the end and stuff, it meant that not all died at once. And he's got to move up to the final Tesla at the top, but once that's done, it's now clean up, and then the raid is basically over. So great attack by Vortex. I particularly like the sort of the hog deployment, the way he sort of, and you're going to see that quite a bit in the videos now. I think the whole of Emphatic Elite have sort of stepped up in terms of hog deployments, and you'll see well through the videos that yeah, we've got better, and we're being a lot more careful in how we're dropping our hogs into the match to take down the buildings. Anyway, Xive starting early on with a giant down, luring the CC down the bottom, and it looks like he's going to use a combination of poison and wizards to take down the CC with some barbarians to distract. And I really just like the controlled way he did this. You see a couple of wizards down, barbarians to distract the dragon. They're getting hit. Now the loons are going to take 1 hit basically, and they're gone. Dragon's gone. Golem's in with a healer on it to keep it alive. Second golem down as well. Nice wide funnel being created through the wizards. Extra hogs in to go and help take down the defense as well. If you can, scout that, you know, there's no defenses that will hit them if they're already, if the surrounding defenses are already sort of distracted by the golem. Then those hogs, look how much value they're adding to the raid. Look how many actual defenses they're taking down. Sorry about the symbol that keeps coming up, but yeah, those hogs are just being hugely helpful in making sure the defenses go down. Jump spell in, King's on the queen, she's about to die, which she's done, and now he's just got a full health queen. And look at this group here. Huge group of hogs going in from the right hand side. And that's it. All the hogs are in at once. He's got 3 heal spells, so I like the patience he's got of how long he's waited before he dropped the first heal. But he did make sure that the first giant bomb threat, when it hit, the hogs were already healed when they were in it, so it was not a threat whatsoever in the end. And now second threat, but the hogs are already in a second heal, and he's going to be able to bring the third heal spell as well. So giant used to distract the wizard tower, which was a great choice because it's meant that the hogs weren't getting targeted. He is losing quite a lot of hogs to spring traps, which happens naturally if you've got good spring trap placement in a base. So the hog quantity is dwindling, but there's only a couple of defences left, and now he's on to cleanup already. So again, solid attack. He knew the hogs were just going to move around the base in that way, and that he could keep them under heal pretty much the entire time. So even though he did lose like 80% of them to spring traps, it didn't matter too much in the end, and he was able to bring the 3-star home. So good, big shout out to David. And the next one's going to be Nasar. So these are anti-2-star bases. There were quite a few in this war. However, there were some anti-3s as well, which we'll see later in the video. So yeah, a little bit of a mixture. Now, nice wide golem spread. Wizards down to help sort of take down the defences and the outer layer of buildings, that sort of thing. Wall breaking in now. The double giant bomb threats, I can't remember if there were any now. He's trying to obviously go through into the core, and because he's taken quite a few defences down on the way in, it's going to prove to be quite worthwhile. Nice clean jump spell down, no room for error there. King going in once the CC had started to be pulled. Surprised he hasn't used the poison. That was really late, so he could have done with slowing the loons down. But he has got a big group of Valkyries going in, and essentially he's just trying to gut the core out. I don't know if you can see, he's got a group of hogs on the north and south cannons, which are about to go down, which they've done, and now. This is why I like this raid, just really clever, but look how well the CC, the kill squad have done. You've got the Queen and the King both in the core now, taking they're just surviving, and the hogs coming in very carefully placed. Nice heal spell as well. The raid, it's dominated the base, and its Queen is looking good as well. She's now shooting some wall, but once she's through that, she'll be able to take down the rest of go and help with the cleanup. But he's got hogs cleaning up, King cleaning up, wizards cleaning up, and the Queen once she stopped shooting wall, that is. So yeah, great raid again. Big shout out to Nasar. The next one I think we're going to show is number 17. Just bear with me one moment while we go back to the war map. And the next attack is by Brian, so let's have a look. This is more of an anti-3-star base. You can see the town hall is offset down to the south side of the base. Brian's found a route in. Obviously he's going in through the opposite side of the Queen, so he's either going to be just rushing all the way through and across the base, or he's going to do a sort of secondary King drop to go and rush the Queen. Anytime's going to tell as to what he's actually doing. Now there was a tester which was quite annoying, which pulled his golem all the way away, which meant that golem was essentially just going to fry and do not much help. There are wizards there to help back up, and a minion as well, which is quite a nice touch. So he's on the left hand side there are defences going down, on the right going down as well. So with the CC going down, the Queen's gone walkers, so the funnel wasn't wide enough, which is going to really hamper his raid, particularly if that dragon doesn't go down. But I think the combination of the poison, the witches, and maybe a wizard, I think it's going to go soon. I'm hoping the Queen is still alive, just taking down the cannon. And then he's brought a load of loons for the back end of the raid. So yeah, it was a go weave Varloon, sort of go weaver with back end loons, but they're an extortionate amount of loons. But this was it. The dragon survived, and everyone was like, "No, the raid's over. He's not going to get it." The dragon does actually end up going down somehow, but he has got extra minions and golemites, loons, queen, everything's in there, although the dragon is doing its work and taking everything down. Now the question is that minion going to be the thing that takes the dragon down? I actually think it might end up, yes, there you go, clutch minion goes in, takes the dragon down, and then the loons can actually go and finish at the base. Giant bomb takes the queen out, which is quite funny as well, so it ended up being the loons to finish up the raid. So interesting raid by Ryan. Brian, he got a little bit unlucky, but it worked out in the end. And this again was another similar attack. You can see loads of loons. He's doing the shattered golem in with the wizards to funnel, Valkyries to go into the core, P.E.K.K.A. to go and help, take down the king and the queen, take down the air defences, and then loon the rest of the base. So this strategy does require obviously very specific bases, namely bases that all the air defences are sort of together and where you can get to them. So you see the golems are still moving forward now. The king and the queen are going down. He's going to need a nice jump spell, which he's done. That's going to allow him to get through the base. CC are going to start going down now, using a heal spell there to help keep the Valkyries alive as well, because the Valks have all gone in one big group. With the queen's getting into a nice position. There is an enemy loon still alive, which is just about gone down. 2 air defences gone, 3 air defences gone, and now he just needs to get to the 4th. Oh, my phone has froze. Give it a minute. Here we go, carrying on now. Sorry, it does iOS 9, it's just a bit glitchy. Coming in with the back end loons to take down the extra defences, dropping loons on all the defences, including the cannons and the arch towers. Normally you just do the sort of the air focused ones, but I think he just wants to take all the defences down quickly to leave his cleanup troops room to take down the rest of the base. Has got some cleanup wizards as well. That's a common mistake when doing like a back end loon raid, to remember to bring a couple of wizards to help take the buildings down. But yeah, just really clean and really nice raid by Jesse. So glad to be able to bring some variation into the recap. We are going to show 2 more, and that's going to be number 15 and number 14, both hog attacks, both just very nice delivery. And you'll see here it's just a nice seamless start to the raid. So the giant down first, get the CC pull. He's going to poison the CC immediately to help take down the loons, to get them out of the picture so that they're not going to interfere with anything. Takes a decent amount of health off the dragon and then pull it to the side. Now at this point he drops 1 golem down, starts the funnel. You can see the wizards are already clearing the building as the queen's down. The dragon's still taking damage, but he's coming up to start finishing up now. And that golem was basically used as a suicide, because the queen's going to go in and finish it off, and then almost as soon as that golem goes down, the second golem's there, or just before it went down, sorry. Now the fresh golem's in. He's going to continue creating his funnel. Wall breaker's in now. The cannon's just gone down. The queen's really got not much options but to start moving forwards inside the base, which is what you wanted to do, which is perfect. King going in as well, and you're going to see a jump spell perfectly placed. So it's just been a really nice clean start to the raid. The queen is going to go and take the arch tower down, but then she's going to have to move right because she won't have much choice. There she goes, look. And now they're just going to help start taking down the base, and the giants are in, the hogs are coming in. Surgical drop, you can see, just very careful on the placement. He's going to wait for the hogs to start converging and then drop a heal spell in. So he's not going through the whole base, he's just taking it step by step, watching the group, making sure they're under heal and they're nice and alive. He has got 3 heal spells to take down the building, so that's going to help as well. And you can see that heal spell pretty much has healed all the hogs in the map, which is ideal. And he's got a heal for the back end as well. So Saon just absolutely tearing that base up. So many hogs left. Just an insane amount of cleanup. There was a giant bomb on the outside of the base, which is a stupid place to put it, but if you're going to make a crap base, it's going to get wrecked by an attack like this. So great to see just a really nice clean attack by Saon. And we're going to see something similar by Dave as well. He's going to bring up his attack on number 14, and this is going to be the final video in the series, in this episode. I am going to do a Channel 9 versus Channel 10 special though, because in this war there was a lot of Channel 9 versus Channel 10 attacks because of the outnumbering. So that warrants me doing a video exclusive to those attacks. So I will be doing that, recording that in the morning before I go to work, because it's the only time I'm going to get, and I'm worried that by the time I get home from work tomorrow that the war recaps are going to be gone, so I can't risk that. Anyway, Shattered Golem. Here, look at the starting hogs. Look at those hogs he sent in on the cannon and the arch tower while they're distracted. They're going to take it down. The poison, that's taking down the CC troops. You can see the hogs working down the arch tower as well. So he's taken the, because they were all distracted, and because in the compartment north of it there was only a mortar and a wizard tower, they weren't going to really do anything to take down the hogs. So he was able to send in some early and take them down. Now, watch what he's doing here. He's got the the giant to distract, and then a group of hogs in to start taking down those defences. He might have been worried that the bombs weren't going to trip, but they did. And now he's got a heal spell, and there it comes. Look, two mini little trains coming in each onto those defences. They're all going to converge into one area, which is what you want. And then they're going to move in towards the final sort of portion of the raid, I suppose. There are 3 heal spells he's got, so going to be able to just keep him under heal literally pretty much the entire time. Don't even know if he needs that final heal. Looks like he doesn't. Is he going to do a troll heal? No, he's going to actually use it properly. There was a giant bomb there, which did help them survive in the end, which was nice. Hogs versus King. King dead, and then it's down to clean up. So again, there was a double giant bomb there, but the hogs were in the heal anyway, and it didn't really matter because the pathing wasn't right. So yeah, again, just a nice raid. The bases were not that great. The enemy did outnumber us in terms of Channel 10 quantities, and obviously Channel 10s make it a lot easier to 3-star Channel 9s, but we had a lot more Channel 9 power than they did, so we were actually able to put our Channel 9s to use on their Channel 10s and also clear the board on the 9s. So yeah, we pretty much rocked the war, and really glad to be able to rock in some nice raids as well. It's not the difficulty of these raids which is good. It's the I think just the cleanliness of them which makes them special. So yeah, wipe the board on the Channel 9s. Just to recap on the 3 stars, 20 versus 11 in a war where we were severely outnumbered in the Channel 10s. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video as always. So subscribe to my channel if you're not subbed already. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.